Hey. Welcome to Astro Thrive Guide. This is a brand new YouTube channel, but I'm not brand new to YouTube. I actually have a whole other channel called Kenya MJ Music, where it's pretty much everything music and everything self-care. And I have a new podcast, Finding Your Voice. If you're into soul, jazz, music, you're also into self-care, personal development, coaching, retreats, wellness, holistic wellness, thriving, go to Kenya MJ Music. But this channel is specifically for those of you who are curious about astrology or in that beginner phase of astrology. Like, so what's this? It is to demystify astrology. So let me say just a little bit about myself. I am a creative to all degrees. I'm a singer and songwriter. I'm a certified health and wellness and thrive coach. I have my master's in counseling, so I'm an educator and do educational counseling with students. I used to be a licensed physical therapist. I am a mama of two sons, sunshines, S-O-N shines, and I'm a soul, and I'm very, very much into spiritual development and very much into making things accessible. That is like my deal. How do we make things accessible? Even music. How can you sing along with a song? You know what I mean? Like, I do music that you can relate to and that you can feel and you can sing along with. And even with my coaching, my whole point is to help you find your voice, find out who you are in a really simplistic, very tangible, accessible way. And so this is also kind of my vibe with the astrology. I just love astrology. I am not an astrologer. Notice I did not say that. But I am a lifelong learner of astrology, and I'm definitely in the advanced level of my learning of astrology. But my goal isn't to be an astrologer. My goal is to help people better understand and use astrology for their own self-care, for really better understanding their habits, understanding what they're predisposed to do, understanding how they can move through things that are challenging, and understand how they can learn more about themselves and be affirmed or evolve. Okay. I said, you know what? I'm not going to add yet another thing to my kind of entrepreneurial plate outside of what I already do, because I do offer self-care coaching, like I said, with astrology. But I'm like, I just want to have fun with this. And I want people to begin to look at astrology not in this weird wackadoodle, pagan, demonic, witchcrafty. It's not any of those things. It's just not. And we have to stop thinking that. A lot of what has happened in our society is to disconnect us from our power so that other people can be in control over us. Imagine if we all felt powerful and we all had our sense of understanding and we didn't need all these external ways of finding out who we are. Well, that's really what astrology is. Your birth chart is basically your personal roadmap to you. That's it. You can be Catholic, you can be Jewish, you can be Christian, you can be Baptist, you can be Muslim, you can be whatever you want. That has nothing to do with also using astrology as a tool. They're not the same, okay? However, astrology is heavily spiritual. And religion, spirituality, they're a little different, okay? Religion is another type of tool to get to some understanding of your spirit. This is a tool for you just to better understand yourself. And what I'm gonna do here on this channel is just each week drop something for you to digest on and learn and be like, and get more curious about your own birth chart. Now, if you wanna go deeper, if you want to sit down, okay, look at my birth chart and tell me more, I got you. We can do that. We can absolutely do that in a lot of ways. We can do an intro session where just one-on-one I talk to you. I'm going to be having some workshops coming up, so you can attend that. Or if you actually really want a reading, I have a resident astrologer that works for my company. She can do a whole reading for you, and there's ways to access that for discounts and all kinds of things. So there's ways. So all you got to do, follow us here so that you get notified when we are going over the basics. We'll start off next week talking about the signs and why they're important and what they're all about. And we'll be going each week to talk about each sign so that you can really start to learn. And then we'll move on to planets, and then we'll move on to elements and aspects and all kinds of fun things. And hopefully I'll be bringing in some astrologers who can really break some stuff down for you. And we can have some discussions about topics and how astrology can help you in those topics. All right, subscribe. I'll see you next week. Bye.